Hello everyone, this is a quick video introducing you to Module 1. So each week I will be recording a video that goes over the new module as well as the assignments that you'll be completing. These videos are really important to watch because not only do I show you how to access each of the assignments and what is expected of you, but I also go over some tips for how to complete them and things that students often do wrong so that you can improve your work, of course, and do the best possible in this class. So for those of you who are new to Allen or have taken Allen classes before and are new to Canvas, I will also be going over some Canvas tips as well. I realize some of you may have used Canvas at a different school and are therefore a little bit more used to it, but I do want to go over some of this for those of you who are getting confused. So let's just take a look at the class right here. When you come in to your dashboard and you click on the class, you'll see our welcome page with my information. I do want to point out that I have given you my cell phone number. If you need anything, you're welcome to text me. You can also email my Allen email, which goes to my phone as well. Those will be the fastest way to get a hold of me because I have my phone with me during the day. I'm not usually on my computer. So if you send me a message through Canvas, I won't get it until the evening. Because I have little kids at home, so I can't get on my computer very often. And then I also have a welcome video link down here with more information about taking an online class with me and kind of what I expect. So you'll always see the first, up here at the top, the most recent announcements. I usually post several announcements per week reminding you of when things are due, but you also have your to-do list on the side and you can view it in a calendar mode as well. You'll of course click on getting started. To get started, and you have a couple of modules here that I want you to get to start the class with. So you'll go through a couple of things here first and go through the academic honesty information. That shouldn't take you too long. Once you're done with this, by the way, you can make them smaller and collapse them, and then that way you know which modules you have finished, which is kind of nice. And then getting into the actual assignments will be a little bit further to the top of the list there. So you can see on our list over here, the majority of the time you will be in the modules the tab here. The syllabus is where you'll also want to go here on the first day. Make sure that you download the syllabus and the course at a glance. If you can, I would print out the course at a glance. This document is a list of the assignments that you'll complete this semester and how many points they're worth and what outcomes they show, or what outcomes you will achieve by doing them. And so it's really a handy way to keep track of what you've completed. You can just check them off or cross them off when you're done. And then that way you have a physical visual for what you have completed in the class. So in the modules list anyway, we'll show you module 1 is what we're working on first. Each module will start with an overview to tell you what it's about, and then you'll have a to-do list. So you can go through the list view, or you can click through next and previous to go through it. So you get your to-do list as well, and again you can kind of keep track of what you're working on and what you've completed. So in this module, we're completing basically two things. We're doing the introductory stuff, which is pretty standard for an online class. You have a welcome email assignment to make sure that you know how to access your email, an introduction discussion board, just introducing yourself to the class. When we do a writing class like this, in an online environment, you won't get to know your peers quite as well as if we were doing this on site, but you will be required to do some responding to your peers, and so it's kind of helpful just to see who's in the class. And then our first quiz, almost every module will have a quiz in it, and so our first quiz is about academic honesty, which links back to this module. You need to be able to make sure that you read this module first. And then we get into the first essay essay assignment right away. Our first module contains an essay. There are several essays in this class, two of which will have 2 modules with them. So they're a little bit longer and more complicated. And then we have this essay, and then the last essay will just be 1 module. And then we have an annotated bibliography in the middle, which is not technically an essay, but we kind of count it as a longer writing assignment. So you have readings that go with the essay that you're completing, and then this is the criteria sheet. So each essay will have a criteria sheet, which basically just outlines what you will be writing about, the basic criteria. Meeting the minimum criteria for the essay just guarantees a passing grade. It does not mean that you will get an A on the essay, and I do want to make that pretty clear, that these are the minimum expectations. If you don't meet the minimum expectations, or you don't meet more than 1 minimum expectation, you can expect to get either a very low grade or not a passing grade. So keep that in mind. These are exactly what I grade your essay on. And so when you are thinking about, before you turn your essay in, it is a really good idea to go back and read through this. So our first essay is just to practice some of the skills we'll be building on for the semester. Is a critical response essay. And so your task will be to choose an article from our practical argument textbook, and you're going to write a response to it. This response is analysis and discussion of rhetorical aspects of the author's argument. You are not summarizing. That's the biggest mistake students make with this essay, is that they just summarize the content and they don't actually analyze the argument. So that's what I'm looking for, is your use of critical response and rhetorical analysis, which is discussed in the chapters in the book. So don't just tell me what you read about. I want to know what you thought of the author's argument strategy and that kind of thing. It's supposed to be a pretty short essay though, so I'm not looking for anything really long. I don't want it longer than 2 pages, but I am looking for your ability to read critically and understand how an argument works. So that's the essay assignment. After you go through, there's some other stuff in here. There is a video that I've created on how to write the critical response essay. So it's another tutorial video like this. And I've given you some MLA guidelines, and then the works cited entry, what that is supposed to look like out of the textbook. You can just copy and paste this straight on your works cited page. And then you get to the actual submission. So when you go in to submit, you'll start the assignment up here, and you will upload a file. And you do have to write all of your essays in a file. Do not submit it in a text box format, because then I can't grade it properly. So you have to attach a file to the assignment, preferably a doc file or a PDF file. Those are the easiest usually to give feedback on. So I do want to show you real fast what I'm talking about when I say article from the textbook. This is probably the part that students get most confused on. So you have your practical argument textbook here, and right here in the beginning in the table of contents, you'll see that each chapter is sort of outlined in more detail. And what you can do then is go through the table of contents. Anytime you see one of these sections that says reading and writing about the issue, those are all articles that I'm talking about. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's a David Lionheart, there's a Marty Nemko, there's a Jenny Lee, there's a Dale Stevens. All of those are professional authors who have written articles about this topic, is college education worth the money? So those would all be articles that you could choose from. As you go through the table of contents, you can see that there's like a debates section that has different types of topics, helicopter parenting and bottled water and things like that. So there are quite a few articles about higher education in our textbook, but there are some, if you're not interested in something like that, there are plenty of other topics that you can choose. You have to pick one out of the textbook though. That is a requirement for the assignment, because I want every student to have a contained idea for this essay. Okay, so if you are confused, if you're not certain what you've chosen is an actual article, you check to see that there's an author that's not the author of the textbook. And then it also gives you the publication information. So when you go in to that article, so this is an example here. It says raising the drinking age to 25. It gives you the publication, original publication information, the title, and then the author that's not the author of our textbook. And so that's how you know you have an article that you've chosen. So just keep that in mind. That's another mistake students make as they get confused on that. So if you have questions, you always can email me. I usually respond to emails pretty quickly. You can text me, you can send a message through Canvas, all of that. So keep in contact when you have issues with anything in the class. I know this video is a little bit longer. Most of mine will be shorter. So thank you for sitting with the whole thing. And I hope you do okay with this first module, and have a great week.